Hi, Earth signs. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome in. So, if you guys have stopped getting notifications, this is the fourth reading I've done in a row. Only two of them have went out, and I stayed in the fire reading. That I was really aggravated that when I turned the camera back on to do their reading from finishing up on water reading, that something had changed on my technology. So those of you who follow me, there was a big fat warning. So I guess I'm giving it here as well. Some big shot in their ego, in their destructive nonsense is getting judged. So get off my platform. I have freedom of speech and rights by the Most High God who gives me breath to breathe. You don't have a right to control somebody's technology or their own platform. My name is Shannon Hensley. If you are new, and I'm known to do this sometimes on my platform because I'm dealing with criminals. Low down, nasty, disgusting criminals on the inside. It's got gross hearts that won't turn. Get off my platform, release it right now. It shows I got 9,200 people on my platform. I watch other people have less amount of subscribers and hundreds of people are coming on. Get off, you better fix it real quick. Yehovah, I call upon you. What's going on with Earth today, Yehovah Elohim? God tells us to let our heart take his instruction. Now, some judge has been talked to real heavy today in these readings and just by the word of God. You people out there don't want to let uprightness rule your life. Please leave my platform. I don't want your energy here. I don't. Show me Earth. I feel some stuff with y'all. If you're new, I feel energy. I just speak right out of that space. I'm going to express it the way the Most High is bringing it out here. We have mischievous nonsense going on. So in the water reading, there was all kinds of communication. Mischievous energy with the Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want... Yeah, because there's third parties. And somebody wants to sit there and act like they don't know something in a matter. That they're being mischievous. That tells us a lot. Those of you know what God says about mischievous energy. They fell down and their ego's in the way and they think they're going to hide something by mischievous nonsense out here. They don't understand they're going to die. Three of Pentacles, third parties out here. It's about having to have self-control. Okay. Yeah, because somebody is a liar out here. It's oppressive. There is oppression. Keeps coming out, crying, tears, all kinds of stuff. The lie was just in the air reading. Six of Swords. If you are dealing with air, it came out real strong. And the Five of Swords. This is, I don't care. I'm going to win at all costs because that rebellion rune came out in that reading. It most certainly did. Somebody's jealous over connection, and God had to come out in the fire reading and in the air reading and say, I get the last say. Somebody else think they're a big joke, they get a last say. You don't get a last say. If you're up against somebody who follows God, they're going to win. Did you hear? They're going to win regardless what you do, even if you got a title and you think you did something because you took a bribe of some sort. God said, he's going to give the last say of something. You ain't going to win out of this matter, this mischievousness. This is a defeat card. Don't care if you say, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I win at all costs. You'll die. I guess you're already dead. Nine of Wands out here. And the path, two of them wanted to hit my hand. So this is about going within. Somebody's a disguise out here. Somebody's a dirty old man. Just came through. Out of control rebellion around you. A lot of air came out here. I just speak words if it's not for you, but it is for somebody. Just take what is yours. If something's said one way, but something's being said, and it's actually energy can flip-flop is what I mean. So if something's being said in a gender, but it's the other gender for you, and it's the scenario is you, God just speak expressively. Something about your past is out here in the next 24 hours. Somebody's a lying sack of crap, and it's oppressive because somebody don't want to answer no questions. So when you talk to them, it's going to be mischievous. The letter Z is here. Could be prevalent to you. But so this in the pictograph language is the cutting implement, and in the water reading, that cutting implement was there. The sickle was there. There's a danger here because God's fixing to cut somebody, because he said in the fire reading that they would be cut, and that he was watching a destroyer, and it was his pleasure to knock the freak down, whoever this is. So there's some type of a reunion. Somebody is strategizing things in positive and negative ways around some stuff. Something real quick is coming in. Okay, your ex came out in in two ways. Okay, it came out in the runes, and it also came out in another homemade deck, and then it was also there this way with this card in the water, and it's here. And the X and the runes represent rebellion. That's what this is. That's what this, I'm willing to lie nonsense and be a stupid oppressor. So whoever's oppressing who in your energy, God's going to give, if you're walking with God, he's going to give you a victory regardless. This is like, I'll say what I want, when I want, how I want, you'll shut your mouth kind of nonsense. So somebody got fired in the fire and the air reading. Both the word fired came out, and a bunch of work stuff is here. Somebody knows truth going within. This is wisdom having to go within in solitude. Also, this has a meaning of being found in the pictograph language by scripture. It has a meaning of somebody forging something against another person. Somebody forged something. That's why somebody don't want to say what they did in the air reading. Air is all over your energy, because they know there's gel or what. Somebody forged something. If a judge forged something, you're in trouble. God don't care. Let your robe come off. Somebody's a disguise. The letter T is also here, and the letter X, Texas. Something specifically with Texas is out here. Somebody trying to catch somebody up out here in something. But they're utterly going to fail. They're utterly going to fail. Because God said he's going to get the last say. What's in the hidden, please, for earth energy? I see a defeat and a victory for y'all, those of you in the upright. What's in the hidden space? Money, or somebody's lucky. The word drugs came out. I think it was a water reading. This is my drug card in the negative of its energy. So whatever that is, then so be it. But this is, money and finances also came out in the air reading. It's a money energy. Those of you who walk with God, it's a favor card because it's a luck card. There is a victory out here. The moon is also out here. Secrets are in your hidden space. Show me earth. What's in there hidden? Despair. Okay, well, it's come out in all of the readings. Somebody's in despair around money situations. There's the gift that was talked about in wording, in pictograph. It's incredible to me. The pathway is here. Long-term stuff is out here. But the pathway. You either on the right path or not. There is so that gift is here. That would be a gift card in this deck. So it's really strong. Some type of gift is in your hidden. Somebody gave a gift, something like that. Maybe somebody from a distance from you. I don't know, the Chariot's out here. Maybe you already sent a gift from a distance. Somebody's a disguise. There's if somebody, let me tell you something, if you try to sign something that is not your signature, you're immediately going to be judged on something. In the next 24 hours, something's here. So if that's past energy, somebody's already in a court system on some type of a signature of something out here, whatever the thing is about. Money's attached to it, and people don't do crap unless money's attached to stuff, right? So that's out here. This is also a judge card as well. It's also medical things. So for some of y'all, somebody could have signed off on something medical, deceitfully. Okay, malpractice energy is out here. Something mischievous is out here around this communication. That was all of the water energy. It was communication everywhere in their reading. What else is out here? All the money. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So it's gold, gold in the hidden space. Secret money around y'all. Some of y'all, it's your inheritance, and somebody's trying to be sneaky to steal it. Your soulmates are here, or your ex is involved in it. Obviously, something legal around those kinds of things that go through a court system, because the courthouse worker came out in the water reading, the judge came out in the fire reading, and here we are with it. It could both be showing here again. It's really big out here. The word gift kept coming out. It's amazing to me. Somebody's friend's involved in something with this matter. Either they're beneficial or they take advantage of something. But somebody sits there and acts like they don't have to answer no questions for a matter out here. But there's obviously a war going on around your energy, and somebody's fixing to get cut. And work was really, really strong, and that cutting is going to be, you're fired at work, and it's going to be a victory for you, because somebody's going to just not going to be there anymore. 92 is here. That's amazing to me. Those of you who know what I'm talking about on this platform with that. This goes to governmental things with that energy. And 92 also take you back to nuclear stuff, which we had the radioactivity come out of nuclear particles in the air reading. So that stuff take you to the president's stuff there. I know I'm talking to the White House and Congress. I know that I am, because Jehovah's not a liar. The park, something public or something happened at the park. God's just proved to me so many times things. Also had people secretly tell me things as well. An excrement issue is out here. There's hating. That's what the issue is. Because people got murder in their heart, because the word murder came out. Murder comes from the heart. It comes from hatred. You hate. In the air reading, it says that if you can't forgive, then the Heavenly Father's never going to forgive you. See you later. You're going to hell. Bye-bye. Bye. You're an enemy. We don't want you here. You're going to get cut out because God said so. Face the mirror, folks, and forgive yourself and forgive others, or God's going to do something huge for collective groups of people. Stop hating. There's headship right there. It is out here. Right, Mr. President? Right, Mr. Patel? Soulmates are involved in things. Well, it's out. Your soulmate's card is here. Government intelligence right there. Yeah, it is here. It is here. The animal. And that is artificial intelligence stuff, because the tower has been really, really big today. Somebody's seen something that happened. It said a child saw something that happened as well. There was a death matter attached to whatever all this is entirely about for any given person. Because again, the mob came out in the general. Murder just came out. We had returning to source in the other reading, and so here it is. It's all done because of hatred. Most High, every one of us has been on both sides of the stick of energy at any given time. And people need to realize that people fall down in this realm. Somebody's ego is so out the wazoo somewhere in a matter that they do have an excrement issue in their heart. It's just a low vibrational animalistic energy. It's a really sad place to sit there and think that, again, the people thinking I can do it, but you can't. That type of energy is coming through, and that's why it's abominable to God. We got a lot of people that are hypocrites. I can do things, but you can't. And we'll title it a certain way over here for us, but if you do it, by God, somebody's in that type of energy is really strong out here. Most I said, did you really think that you were going to get away with it? Somebody does think they're going to get away with it. Somebody's coming for some little communications, mischievous, and they're just sure of themselves, because that energy was there in one of those other readings. That card that I'm playing you, I'm in and out, I'm sure of myself is there. Their ego's out the wazoo. They're going to get caught for something out here. Dealing with the cray-cray. Somebody is in the next 24 hours in your energy. Something that's broken here. Cracks. in some type of a situation. We had a construction worker or a worker, so somebody's getting fired for something that's broken at work or cracks, or I don't know, you interpret it. That did come out in the air reading, so whatever that's about. Most High says that an honest person is out here and they do desire to speak to somebody. Well, there's third party in the mix of some stuff out here with that 3 Pentacles. Whatever they're there waiting for, that energy of waiting and jealousy was there. They're trying to get away with some stuff. Somebody's fixing to get literally just, I'll win at all costs. It's going to cost them their job because that fire came out. And then you ain't going to have nowhere to go because you got crap inside your heart with hatred. Somebody says they want you to work with them. Okay, well, some type of a work situation. Look, boss is out here. Well, headship also came out here. It is confirming work. High pride. Somebody got high pride. Their ego. It's exactly what it said. They ego. Look at me. Nobody wants to look at you. Nobody. That's like. Have you ever seen somebody kind of like that? They walk in the room, they just think they're all that in a bag of chips, and they think that everybody thinks that of them because they're so inflated in their mind, and everybody's going, God, I can't stand. You just feel that energy. Somebody's dealing with somebody like that out here as well, and whoever that person is, just think they're all that in a bag of chips, and you just lift yourself up. Nobody looks at you that way. It's all in your mind being that way, because that ain't God. We show up humble. Your looks are not going to save you, honey. Looks are deceiving is what the scripture says. And in Proverbs 31, for the Proverbs 31 women, God tells you and I that a woman who praises the Most High, she is to be praised. She is to be honored is actually what it says, I think. And so people think, oh, I'm going to show because my looks are going to get me what I want. They're just looks. In 20, 30 years... all you little whatever now, your hair, you lose hair when you go through a certain stage. These looks are going to be wrinkly someday. The true value is from within. If somebody just thinks they're all that in a bag of chips, in about 20 years, you're just going to be all saggy like the rest of everybody else gets in this life. It's the truth. Get over yourself, man. Whoever you are. It's dumb. Something here that's traded with merchandise is involved in something out here. Well, somebody thinks they're going to get away with something. Somebody's boss and work matter is out here, and there's some type of conflict already going on. Somebody's using it for this. I don't care. I'm going to win at all costs, whatever that means for you. They're willing to do anything and everything out here. Okay? And it says a refuge for a family. Somebody's also hiding their bosom. Okay, somebody pregnant because it showed in the water reading. A Leo specifically is involved in something. That also go back to children and love and romance. They rule over the heart, the spine, and the upper back column. We had the spine room come out the other day as well. Somebody says, I've been crying because of what has happened. All those tears were in the water reading. Really, really strong. They're right here. There's something very costly around whatever's taking place with all this money and gifts and gold and life insurance policies that we took out with the mob. We go snuff you out because I hate. God says stop hating because that thing will flip around on you. God's watching a destroyer around somebody, folks, is really, really strong in the fire reading. Show me earth. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It came through this morning. It's coming through again. You don't have to fear. Because your wolf is here. I love him. You know how many times I have sat with a heavy fear around me when the devil would try to taunt me when I was out in my vehicle all alone. And I hear God, I commanded you not to be afraid. And immediately I would just get in this courageous, that's right. And so many times that got me through. Somebody needs to just stand up. Whoever you're dealing with, that's absolutely a devil that hates out here. Okay, well, a Leo, it hit this card, or you're the Leo in the cross watcher. If you're upright, you're upright. If you're not for any given person, whoever you are. There is a defeat on somebody, and you don't have to be afraid of somebody's pride. God says, I watch the proud and haughty to bring them down. They get smashed. The word crush came out twice today on 2 cards. However God's going to crush somebody, they're going to get crushed. That King of Wands was in the fire reading, so I know that that was fire energy as well. So it's prevalent to something for him to actually come out in the actual reading with this here. So you guys got 3 runes that came up. The rebellion rune, it's here. It came out in the air reading, which is real strong in your reading. So this is like, I don't care. It's rebellion. The X does appear here, but it is the letter N. It represents having to search for your necessities and things like that. And if you did that to somebody, folks, we reap what we sow in this realm. And somebody did some crap out here, now tables are turning, then what comes around goes around. There's a destruction on somebody, because the prideful say, they're puffed up and they say, I'll never see adversity. God's going to let somebody see some adversity. They're going to be out of something. Okay? So you don't have to worry. Don't care if they're in rebellion or not. This is also, so X's come out really strong today. 2 X's are here. It's incredible. My hands literally found one of my paper cards that had the X on it. It's somebody's ex, a full-blown, I don't know, maybe somebody's been married over and over again as well. I don't know. I'm hearing a bigamist as well. This is the NG together. It's a hidden relationship around somebody. Okay? And so whether you have to be hidden because you know you got some cuckoo, or it's hidden because there's adultery around something, you put the pieces where it goes. But a baby is out of here, and that baby energy came out specifically in the water rune, in a different rune that has the meaning of a baby. It's here. And so this is a secret relationship. There's baby. This is luxury. Look at all the luxury gold cards that came out with all the money cards in all the decks. So there's a bunch of money, or somebody got a bunch of money around some stuff. It's embezzlement for the most part, because that came out the other day. Fraudulent stuff is out here. This has a meaning of a construction worker, and it came out in wording. So let your holiness speak on. And then the letter J specifically. I don't know if y'all can see it. It actually, to me, looks like an earpiece. Okay, so somebody wears an earpiece to talk in or something. I don't know, maybe somebody wears a hearing aid, or somebody needs to listen or something like that. This is a marriage arranged for mutual interest. If somebody's jealous, somebody's not interested in the okay, God, in the butthole. No, somebody's not interested in some butthole out here, and that's how it come through. So I guess I'm gonna get it. Say it, because it was impressed me just to say it. So again, excrement keeps coming out, so God's gonna pound it any way He wants to. So nobody's interested in some type of nonsense going on out here. Somebody is a third party to some crap, and they've done a damage out here, and they're still jealous and still willing to be mischievous, and they're in danger with God, because God said so in the water reading. The danger card was there. Let them do whatever they feel like they got to do. God's got it all under control, folks. And whatever this means for you in this reading, your enemy's fixing to get cut completely out. And then you can rejoice and move on with your life. And those of you who are in love, and it's mutual and it's safe for you, don't worry. Your enemy's fixing to be destroyed. Till next time, folks. Shalom.